World of Warcraft, circa 2004, '05, and '06, was a very slow burn. It's a real big, classy cigar, right? Versus retail WoW, well, retail WoW feels like it's been a pack of cigarettes for some time now. Cosmetic crap from the Blizzard store, quickly grouping with toxic strangers for heroics, and bitching whining over the timer and the chests, and dailies, weeklies, etc. It all feels like a quicker and cheaper dopamine hit with a high that doesn't last long and is even less satisfying. There are more of those hits coming from maybe a more diverse group of accomplishments in retail WoW, but playing since Classic makes it get real stale really fast. I like achievements. I like the whole achievement catalog in the game because it keeps track of milestones in an organized way, and you can always refer back to it to show off or to share or whatever. But what's way more significant is the actual memories or stories of those achievements rather than just the list of them somewhere. So you know what I've figured with Classic WoW? It's time to remember where our love for the Warcraft lore and universe and war itself came from. It's time to member.
Oh, I remember.
Would you like to know more?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, by the way, did you board the hype train? What do I mean by that? Did you join the cults on the meme server? Or the actual, maybe one or two meme servers? A lot of WoW fans and players alike don't really care for the WoW streamers, which is totally understandable, but, you know, did you join the game for them? Did you waste and rot your short life away waiting in queues because little cringers mobbed the servers from the start? This was before layering, obviously. So a large majority of assholes clogged up the queues, and then they quit playing after, say, Wailing Caverns. It's probably safe to assume a lot of the people that were clogging up queue times at the beginning of Classic WoW, they're probably not at level 60, a majority of them, and they probably never will get to 60. Are you filled with regret now, like me, a little bit?
I didn't really want to become immortal that much anyways. It's too much hard work.
Would you like to know more?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Prying open the capsule that is Classic WoW can be humbling. Classic WoW is like being a young Simba, again, at the beginning of The Lion King. The world feels a lot bigger, stranger. It's way more deadly. The hyenas are more deadly. Your Uncle Scar's bigger and more intimidating. You move a lot slower. You're only on foot for most of Classic WoW until 40, which is a long-ass time. And your father is taken from you at a young age, right? No, but it feels like maybe Simba when he lost his father, because, right, the rhinos, those freaking thunder lizards, if you're Horde, those can kill you pretty quickly, right? That's relatable, right? Am I crazy? Probably. Nobody knows what I'm talking about now. But, it's like maybe being Simba after Mustafa passed away and the world is very deadly. And then retail WoW is kind of like Timon and Pumbaa. I never thought of it that way, but that's kind of funny. Classic's uncompromised and intact vision of difficulty and balance worked so well. Classic feels like a perfect balance between challenging and rewarding, with engaging, fun, and addicting combat and gameplay systems. It's not just tedium for tedium's sake, although maybe some quests and chores you have to do in the game seem tedious after a while. I mean, I don't know, playing a hunter, I'm kind of sick of buying ammo, but it does make sense, and it's another incentive to level up because you get access to better and better ammo. So it makes sense, fine. Being classic and being looking for group of any kind means a more cooperative and social multiplayer that's PvE or PvP, and that can kind of deter some toxicity. I'll emphasize only some toxicity. At least it's still a huge contrast between retail WoW or other multiplayer games. Plus, retail WoW's balance has level-capped characters of almost any class, so powerful that they can solo a ton more content, including older content. The actual multiplayer in MMO only presents itself during very specific adventures like instances and raids. If WoW in any era and during any expansion was always a time suck, Classic is the biggest time investment with the most risk. The best laid plans of mice and men can fall apart so easily in Classic, it can make anyone waiting more than 15 minutes for any group nervous. The respawn rate while questing or even in dungeons seems way faster, or it just may be that the gameplay, the combat, and the characters all move much slower. Either way, the slower pace of gameplay and need for health, mana regen, leaves way more time in between pulls. This can lead to a little more socializing with strangers and has led to adding a lot of people to my friends list from Classic WoW, not so many added from retail. Beyond that, I can't say I've been invited to any guild as a result of this socializing in Classic. Even asking a guild to fill out a dungeon group rarely succeeded. The infamous Barons chat and Crossroads chat and shenanigans, well, all three of those things are back to their usual filthy nonsense. Ironforge is now completely and totally Ironforge Simulator. I guess that was DLC that actually shipped with the Classic WoW game. All the major cities are once again filling trade chat with players actually offering the fruits of their crafting, the fruits of their labor. If Blizzard were to release Classic with any busy work or tedium removed, it would have been a huge mistake. And I think it will be a huge mistake if they were to do that in the future. I think the whole game would fall apart. If any one of the sometimes grindy, frustrating gears of Classic WoW was missing, I think the whole idea, the whole adventure and experience of the game would fall apart. So 15 years later, what is the WoW killer? I can remember starting about 15 years ago when WoW became the damn king of MMOs. I remember maybe every third MMO that would release after Classic WoW would say in the headlines like, oh, is this the new WoW killer, like the Old Republic? No, absolutely not. Or Rift maybe, or some other MMO was, dubbed in the headlines the WoW killer, or is this the WoW killer? Well, it's funny because it turns out 15 years later, on the re-release of Classic WoW, the WoW killer turned out to be WoW itself all along.